Hi everyone, over the last 6 weeks or so, I've been screaming to anybody who will listen, and quite a few people who wouldn't or didn't want to, about how I'm being suppressed on YouTube, owned by Google, and how my videos are now no longer getting what I call secondary pickup. What used to happen is I would drop a video, and for the first 16 to 20 hours, Google will analyze how many people see the video, what the average view rate is, what the average comment is, what the average like is, that sort of thing. And based upon that and the content within it, then suggest it to other people who are watching videos on along a similar theme. And after 16 to 20 hours, you get a secondary pickup in that you get, all of a sudden you start getting more and more views based upon which videos are actually recommending your video at the end of it. That's not happening anymore. And I've been saying over the last 6 weeks that something is wrong, something is up, that Google have basically cooked my legs from underneath me. And it seems that I'm not the only one in independent media on YouTube that this has happened to. It's happened to quite a few of us. In fact, it's happened to all of us by the look of it, because there's a gentleman in America called David Pakman, who's an independent YouTuber who deals in news and politics. Some of you will know him. He's very well known. He's got 700,000 subscribers. He's got a massive platform. And he's been looking into why this was the case, because he has suffered the same fate as me. And what he found was nothing short of disgusting. Take a look at this.
What is taking place is that Google has unofficially, but sort of officially, made YouTube corporate media at this point in time when it comes to news and politics, okay? YouTube used to be about independent content of all kinds, alternatives to corporate media. That applied a lot to news and politics. But now, as I have been suspecting for months and have been telling you for weeks, they have rewired their algorithm and are almost completely stopping recommendations of independent news and politics channels like this one, like Sam Seder's Majority Report, Kyle Kulinski's Secular Talk, and are instead recommending people watch instead CNN's YouTube channel, Fox News' YouTube channel, MSNBC's, and other legacy corporate media channels. Now, I don't want to redo the whole story because there's so much new data that I have for you today. And again, I could get destroyed by YouTube for doing this, but I have to tell you because what's going on and what we've uncovered is absolutely stunning. Just to refresh a little bit, our channel has been getting fewer and fewer views from YouTube's recommended video algorithm. When you watch videos on YouTube, YouTube suggests other things to watch alongside or below the video. The idea is to keep you watching as long as possible. Okay. We used to get a lot of recommended video views from YouTube's algorithm. I told you previously, I estimated that we had lost about 2 million views per month from this algorithm, recommending our videos more and more infrequently. That was a massive underestimate. There's a disturbing new metric I looked at. On YouTube, some of the people watching our videos, like anybody else's, some of the people are subscribers and some aren't, okay? Of course, you don't have to be a subscriber to a YouTube channel to watch the videos on that channel. We have lost millions of non-subscriber views per month over the last several months, and non-subscriber views are determined by YouTube's algorithm, okay? This graphic we're putting up on the screen is disgusting. The numbers of views from subscribers has slowly trickled up, which makes sense. As we gain subscribers over time, we get a few more views from subscribers over time. That's the blue line on the bottom. It's a slow uptick. The red line is non-subscriber views. This is determined wholly, totally by the YouTube algorithm. 8 million non-subscriber views in December. Just a straight line decline down to under 5 million in June. A shortfall not of 2 million views a month as I thought, but of 3 million views per month. Most channels don't even get 3 million views ever. Okay, you're losing views from the algorithm, but who is gaining them? If you really are right about this, the YouTube audience continues to grow. If you are losing views from the recommended video algorithm, someone must be gaining those views. And that is exactly right. And I spent the weekend researching this, and I am now ready to tell you exactly who is gaining. And it's all corporate channels. You are likely going to be disgusted by this, but maybe not surprised. A guy named Mark Ledwich put together a tool from publicly available recommendation data, where you can look at the percentages of recommendations within news and politics to different channels. Let's put this first image up on the screen. What you will notice, and I'll describe it to people who aren't watching, is that on May 1st, something very specific happened. The David Pakman Show, Kyle Kulinski, Sam Cedar, now I'm even including Steven Crowder here, because I want to show you that this does not appear to be politically biased. All of the recommended views as a percentage of those days' news and politics recommendations dropped off a cliff, while at the exact same time, the recommended views for CNN's YouTube channel and MSNBC's and Fox News's increased. If you look before May 1st, channels like mine and others were getting somewhere in the range of 1 to 3% of the recommended views in news and politics from this broader list of some of the largest news and politics channels. On May 1st, those numbers crashed, and they went from between 1 and 3% to between 0.03% and 0.5%.
Well done, David Pakman. He came in for a lot of criticism last year, David Pakman did, because his coverage on a few stories wasn't right. Russiagate springs to mind, and some people were saying that maybe he's auditioning for a job at MSNBC, but if he was, and I don't think he was for certain, but if he was, it didn't work because he's had his legs cut from underneath him as well. They're killing independent media. That's what they're doing. Google are killing independent media, and they're killing it at the request of governments and the request of the powerful. Why? Because independent media tell you the truth, and the corporate media, they're the ones who lie to you. I proved last year how Fox, MSNBC and CNN had their views on YouTube double almost overnight. With MSNBC, it was almost triple. Did a video, I'll leave a link to it up there. I've asked them straight, how, why, what's the explanation? They will not answer me. They'll answer any other question I will ask YouTube. Any other question I ask them, even the most innocuous question, they'll answer. But ask them, why did CNN's, Fox's and MSNBC's traffic double overnight in January last year when you changed your algorithm at the exact same time? Why did they benefit and not anybody else? They won't answer it. Seriously, go and ask them. They won't answer it. They'll answer any other question, seemingly there. Excuse me. It's been happening for a while, this has, is what the point I want to try and make. It was happening at the beginning of last year. I proved it. And it's happening because it's happening because it's the legacy media, it's CNN, it's MSNBC, it's Fox. They're the people who are pushing the narrative. They're the people who are doing this. They're the people who are trying to get independent media on YouTube silenced and then benefiting from that. Again, it's not fair. We've got to fight back. We've got to tell Google, we've got to tell YouTube that this is unacceptable. There's an account called @YTCreators. I'll leave a link to it again down there. On Twitter, please link them to this video in a question. Say, why are you doing this, Google? Why are you punishing those who are telling the truth and rewarding those who are lying to us? Why? Don't you think it's about time you change? Otherwise, we are going to bugger off from your platform. Can do that. Also, please write to your MP. I'm going to do that because you got to ask. With such a suppression of facts, surely the MPs would be outraged about this. But then you think, well, do they even know that this is going on? The Labour Party, it was a massive part of their manifesto, was changing the media. Well, here's independent media, who they say that they want to support. Independent media in the United Kingdom is getting crushed right now. Crushed! Are the Labour Party, are they aware of this even? If they are they going to do anything about it? It's such a big part of their manifesto, of course. So I'll be writing to them. And I'll be saying, why are you going to do anything about this? What's your stance on it? Let's get them on record. You do the same. Google is rewarding liars here on YouTube. They're rewarding those telling you, gaslighting you, telling you lies. They're rewarding it. And they're punishing those who are telling the truth like me. And it's not fair. People like me are suffering massively. I did a little tweet and a little post last week explaining just how bad this is for me. Because I realised that my channel is not going to get any bigger. For the last 6 weeks, my subscribers have been going down, not up, for the first time ever. I'm losing subscribers now. I can't get any bigger. Why? Because then Google aren't showing my content to people who aren't my subscribers. It's not recommending them in any of the algorithms. It doesn't matter that I'm telling the truth. It doesn't matter that I'm factually correct. It doesn't matter that you can't pick fault with. It doesn't matter that I don't even swear anymore in my videos. I play by the rules and still I get screwed. It's not fair. And it's got to change. I'm in a situation right now where I can't support myself anymore. I've gone as far as I can. I've been doing this for 18 months and I'm thousands of pounds in debt. Thousands of pounds more in debt than I was when I started. Thousands. I can't tell you how much I get, but just go and have a look at my Patreon page. It's not much more than that. I can't survive anymore full time. So I have to say, well, unless things dramatically change in the next 6 weeks, I'm going to have to go part-time myself and decrease the amount of videos I do and the amount of time I spend doing this, because I can't support myself. And I kind of know that doing this, it's hard, everyone. It's difficult. I kind of know that doing this, it's probably going to send me crazy. There's a couple of people who probably testify that kind of has done. To them, I thank them for not saying anything, but I kind of accept that this job is going to drive you nuts. I can accept that. I can't accept it making me homeless as well. And that's basically the situation that I'm in right now. Yeah, it was going to make me homeless if I carried on. So the next 6 weeks are crucial for me. I have to find a way of increasing my income and increasing my subscribers and increasing platforms, etc., to try and get round this suppression, this suppression by YouTube at the request of governments and the powerful. Remember, they're doing this because governments want them to do it, because governments have been using the stick of regulation to beat them with, the scary stick of regulation. Oh, you do this, you suppress them, you push the media that's been pushing our narrative and our lies rather than the people who are telling the truth. Otherwise, we'll regulate you. So they go along with it. It's not fair. It's corporate censorship on behalf of fascists, is what it is. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. For the sake of humanity, it's got to stop. Demand that they reverse this, and if they don't, boycott them. The only way it's going to change, because they are facilitating fascism here. Make no bones about it. As for me, going back to my situation, I didn't start this venture to get rich. Surprisingly enough, yeah. I'm not bothered about rich. I'm not bothered about money. I'm not bothered about big houses and fast cars. I'm not. I'm bothered about the truth. I started doing this not because I thought I could make money. I started doing this because I knew it needed to be done. And not too many other people were doing it. And the people who were doing it, their traffic was being constricted, and every hurdle was being thrown in front of them. That's one of the reasons why I started doing this. I could see how independent media were being suppressed at the beginning of last year. That's why I added my voice. We need more voices like it. I want to continue doing it. I think I can make a difference. However small that may be, I think you can too. But I can't continue without being funded. I just can't, because otherwise I'm going to end up homeless, and that's going to be no good for any of us. Google have killed my ability to grow on their platform. They've stopped it. They've stopped it happening. My subscriber count won't go up anymore. I get no secondary pickup in videos. So the chance of me getting a video that has over 5,000 views anymore, it's slim to none. They've killed my chances on their platform. And either they need to change, or we need to figure out a way of getting the truth to more people by different avenues. We've got to stop them right now Otherwise, we've got no chance. The reason why we've got to stop them, of course, is because the UK, it's the same in the US, but obviously I'm in the UK, our media is lying to you at home, to the people of the United Kingdom. They're lying to them on behalf of the government. In order, they're treating people like mushrooms, as I said, keeping them in the dark and feeding them on bullshit in order to control them and to keep them placid and docile, and to keep them unaware of the heinous crimes that they are doing in our name and in their name. And Google are now facilitating that. This is corporate fascism. This is corporate censorship on behalf of fascists. And we've got to stand up to it. Not just for the sake of me and my career, but for the sake of humanity. I really can't. I can't stress that enough. Please make sure you're subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day as well. Please make sure you click the bell so you get a notification when I drop any further videos, and click through to the website. Find out ways you can support me, guys and ladies. I really need it. If you want me to continue giving you 10, 15 videos a week, it's full-time. It's a full-time job if it's to be done well. And I need your help. Thanks very much for your support. Till next time. Peace. Take care.